PajamaPals.
Have you seen that you can reply to tweets now with GIFs and pictures on Twitter?
What do you mean?
So like, or
It's been a thing for a
you can
while.
quote tweet and then respond with that.
Ah.
So people did that, and they took it's an interview with some guy. He interviews rappers, but he's like a comedian.
Welcome
and he
back,
just
by the way.
Shits on them.
Oh.
So he goes to Lil Pump and he's like, "Hi, Lil Pump, I brought you this coloring book," and he's like, "This is my gift to you." And he's like, "Oh, that's good because I like this because it's got pictures. I don't read too good." And people, there was like the tweet that was like, "You can now quote tweet and reply with an image that appears over it," and they used that. I like it because it got pictures. Got read too good.
It's funny.
I like that.
Topical.
Lil Pump might be special needs.
You think so?
Yeah. Have you seen the video of him trying to figure out miles per hour?
No.
Okay. It's him and I think his dad. And he's like, so you're in a car that's going 60 miles per hour. And you gotta go 60 miles. How many hours does it take? And he goes, 60. He goes, you're going 60 miles per hour. How many hours does it take to go 60 miles? He goes, 60. And he goes, why? He goes, 60 times 1. He goes, where are you getting the 1 from? Per hour, idiot.
Oh my fucking god. I hate this world.
And he's probably a millionaire.
How does that happen? Like, I mean...
Gucci gang catchy, boy.
I'm not a fucking smart
Put
guy.
it on a shirt.
Like, I'm not the smartest of smarties.
You're smart.
No, man. I'm not fucking good at things.
No, but you're...
Like, I'm better
I
than
would
fucking
say-
that.
I would say you are above average intelligence.
Thank you.
I would say I'm above average intelligence, but there's definitely people
Eh.
way smart. You fucking kidding me? You pull that shit on me after I just defended you? Fuck you. You're a moron. You failed Algebra 1. Kill
Well,
yourself.
you just said that just because you're mad. You don't
What?
mean it. You don't mean it. You already said what you actually mean.
That you're smart?
Yeah.
You're right.
Come here, fucker.
No, because you're smart. Because fucking you know shit. You can fucking... You're not very motivated when it comes to school and a lot of things where you're just like, I didn't try. And you're like, Alex, you probably should have tried a little bit there.
Whoops.
But you're well above the average intelligence.
Yes.
So don't fucking... I mean, but you're not like the most intelligent person ever. You're not valedictorian
I never said
of UOP or anything like that. And yeah, you never said that. But what were we talking about? Lil Pump's an idiot?
Yeah.
And you wish everyone that was below your IQ was dead?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
What
don't
about
know.
ABGs? Do they get
Yeah, I
passed
can-
because they're attractive?
I could look.
Well, if Lil Pump was an ABG.
Well, he's clearly not. So,
Okay.
like, I don't... Who cares about theoretics? Oh, shit. I just
Ow.
died. Ouch, I fallen. Stabbed me. Thank
I'm
you.
back.
It's me.
No, I am Kratos.
Just Kratos making dad jokes.
That's sort of what I missed. I think... Now we're jumping off Game of Thrones and talking about Marvel. Oopsies. Because the Endgame didn't have any of the Guardians of the Galaxy like being them,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was because of James Gunn being fired.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't think he that because in Infinity War he directed all the scenes with the Guardians.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Nice.
which is why they feel like Guardian scenes, and all the scenes with Thor and all them was directed by Taika Waititi,
Mhm.
which is why they felt like Ragnarok. This one I think it was all directed by the Russo brothers,
Mm-hmm.
which like
I like the Russo brothers, but I don't know about...
maybe Taika
I don't know
Waititi
about
was
this
there for his scenes because he's in the movie,
Mhm.
so maybe he did that with the Thor and he fucked up Thor, which might be the case.
Mm-hmm.
But the Guardians are not present at all.
Yeah.
And to have, especially with how you build up Star-Lord in the last one, like pretty much ruining the whole mission just because that guy. Oh, look at that, it's Thanos. Just because
went for
Thanos
the
killed
head.
his girlfriend, and you're like, this is, and then there's no payoff at all. He doesn't even get to interact with Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
I think their absence was really bad choice. But I just brought me because I think Drax isn't gonna be in any of these movies coming up after he fucking outed Disney. He was like, "Fuck y'all," because they brought James Gunn back, but like, not to be mean to our good pal Dave Bautista, but he's kind of fucking
Expendable.
the most expendable character in that entire thing. Like, they could not get rid of Vin Diesel as a Groot. I mean, they could.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
fucking
super
could.
replaceable.
What do you mean?
But I mean, people would be upset. Like, even if the people that don't know that he's been changed, if Vin Diesel went on Twitter and was like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry to say I'm not gonna be Groot anymore," people would be upset. Just because they like Groot and Vin Diesel's a likable guy. But if Dave Bautista's Drax went away, I think people would be like, "No." But
Yeah,
Thor's in it now,
Yeah.
and he's cooler.
Well, he could be the comedic relief now.
Yeah. So I think that might be a direction they were going for, and
Well,
they hired
they're
James
all
Gunn
kind of
back, and then it's
comedic
like,
relief. Anyway.
Okie
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who fucking knows?
we'll see though. I was just reminded because I made a very Drax joke.
I'm excited to see what Thor in the Guardians of the Galaxy will mean.
I hope it's all directed by James Gunn and not Taika Waititi and James Gunn,
Mm-hmm.
because I actually don't really care for Taika Waititi's like directing. Like, Ragnarok was cool, but there's a lot of Ragnarok where it was very obvious he just let the characters kind of talk
Mm-hmm.
and say their own thing, and you're like, I like this, but also, like, I think a writer would have done much better.
Yeah.
Like, actually writing a joke here than having Thor go like, and then he became a snake and he bit me because I like snakes, so I picked him up. And you're like, this is very first draft of a joke kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should have been like, that's really good, Chris Hemsworth. We're gonna write a joke for that, and then we're gonna reshoot the scene and we're gonna use that. As opposed to, Chris, that was fucking brilliant. That's going in.
You're going in, pal.
That's we're using that take. Like, and I feel like he does that. I also really hate. This is a message to everyone on Twitter and Tumblr. I don't fucking care if a scene was improvised. Stop telling me. I don't give a fucking shit if in Breakfast Club, when the character says this, it was improvised. I don't care. Every fucking GIF.
It doesn't have what it's supposed to be on it. Oh, it's on the fucking wall. I'm an idiot. BNR. All right.
Every GIF of Breakfast Club you see on Twitter is immediately replied with, "Did you guys know that this was improvised?" Yes, we know it's improvised. I don't care.
It's okay, Matt.
I just
One
hate
day
it.
your opinions and
will mean nothing.
sadnesses.
It's now.
One day they'll mean something to someone. That day's not today. I'm sorry. Hey, R. Is she doing the thing? Is she doing the thing?
No, she's just sitting there. She just made a weird face, like her mouth was like hanging open.
BNR. Wait, what was it an uppercase then? I don't have a B yet. No, I don't have an N yet. Fuck me.
How do you know
I know things.
which one it is, though?
I know things. Shh, be quiet. So it's
It was
capital
B and R.
lowercase n, and R. And so I'm missing the
But
B,
you have-
but I have a uppercase
Oh, you
N.
have an uppercase N
Yeah.
over here. Okay. I thought you had a B up here.
Nope.
And I was like, how do you know which one is B, which one's N, which one is R? But if they only have specific letters in it, it's fine. God damn it, we're just nailing this dude.
It's been a while since I played this game.
I
God
also
damn it.
really fucking hate back on Game of Thrones because I reminded because you threw something and that's what the Night King does. Remember he throws the spears.
Yeah. I hate that that's the thing that killed the first dragon. First of all, he just
I
kind
thought
of
it
threw
was-
his spear and he's like, "I did it."
It was a cool moment because it was like, oh, the Ice King's fucking tough.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a shitty way for them to like die off, where it's like, oh, whatever. But like, I hate how they use the dragons. There's so much in that first fight where you're like, why aren't you firing fireballs at these ground troops and saving your men
Oh, you mean like in the
Battle of
for-
Winterfell? They're just like
Me and my
hanging out.
brother, the minute that the episode ended, We discussed battle strategy.
Yeah, because like at the start of it, like they send out all the
They throw the
Dothraki?
Dothraki, literally a cavalry. They just sent them to their death.
yeah
That's not what a cavalry does. They don't fucking lead.
yeah.
A
So
cavalry never ever leads. They just were like, yeah, just whatever. We don't need half of these troops.
yeah, I feel like
They
even
just
one
pissed them
pass.
away.
Like I get it first. Like if you're like we don't this guy will kill our dragons, so I'm not sure if we should send them out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like fighting him and he's up in the air, and you're just letting all your people die, and Jon Snow fucking parks his dragon on the castle and is watching everyone fucking die. One quick pass over and fucking burning down, and you've just burned a big portion of their troops, dude. Like even if you don't get them all, you've just helped out a fucking ton,
Yeah.
and you've burned bodies, so that means that they can't be reborn if he does the reborn thing. But
Okay, that's a big skeleton. Oops. That was weird.
that was actually very scary.
Yeah,
and
I thought that
something
was-
was gonna get you.
I also did.
But
That was
like
cool.
shit like that, and then
They look like men, not giants.
they had this big moment where she's like flying the dragons up, and she's like, hee hee hee, I have dragons, yay! And it just gets fucking impaled. And it's like, why are you flying the dragons up in the open like that, you fucking idiot?
Except, let me raise you this.
You have 3 of them.
Let me Oh wait, 3 of them. Oh, you mean in the first battle, that first time when they fought the knight, the.
No, I mean like in the most recent episode when she kills them. Like obviously she doesn't know they're there. I think it's an
What do you mean-
ambush.
What do you mean they don't know? So I want you to think about this for a second. She is up in the air.
She should know. She should see them.
They are boats.
Yes. Why did she?
Those weren't very high mountains that they were like hiding
Uh-huh.
behind. It they were pretty low. If you go up,
You should see
you
them.
can see
Yeah.
for fucking like hundreds of miles.
Yeah. She should have known. But maybe you're like, oh, she's distracted because she's looking at her dragons, and she should have seen it. No, because even flying up, you should have seen over those fucking little tiny rocks. You're right.
Fucking
But-
ridiculous.
And then she's like,
Oh, the dumbest.
she's like, fuck, you killed my dragon. I'm gonna fly right at you. And then she fucking pulls away. You've already risked your dragon's life flying in. At least burn down one ship. And then she's like, this is also the dumbest thing. Cersei could have won the entire war in this one moment.
Sir,
Daenerys,
this is
Tyrion,
one of the
and all of her fucking people, other than Jon Snow, are standing at her gate.
Yep.
The dragon is over there.
Mhm.
Think he's still there?
You have harpoons all over the fucking thing. Line up your shot on the dragon. Line up your shot right in the middle on Daenerys. 3, 2, 1, fire. If you miss the dragon and he flies up, you have fucking lining your entire city, this thing. If it comes into fire strike you just shoot it. And you've killed Daenerys, and you've killed Tyrion, and you've killed all these people. You've won the fight. But they just sit there and they're like, no, I'm not going to fire upon you. That would be cheating.
I hate this just because it's everything that. So I really liked. Okay, so I think you know that my favorite character in all of Game of Thrones was
Yeah.
Tywin.
Tywin Lannister.
Tywin was my fucking favorite. He was smart, but he was dumb for whatever what he did to Tyrion.
Yeah.
But like,
But
he
also
was fucking smart. And then like his like
Seen this language before.
main enemy of the series was Rob.
Mhm.
They were just 2 fucking awesome tacticians that were just
Yeah.
like they actually like employed like legitimate like battle strategies.
Yeah, and like
shit.
his
It was awesome.
introduction comes where he fucking saves everyone's ass in the Battle of Blackwater.
Yeah,
Where he comes in, he's like, "You would have lost without me,"
yeah.
and then you're like, "Yeah," and then he's like, I'm the hand to the king, Tyrion. You would have lost this fight without me, and he's like, I did the fire thing. He's like, you still would have lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's me now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only moment he's in like vulnerability is when he dies,
Mm-hmm. Which
He's
is
on the-
cool.
he's
It
on
makes
the
it really
toilet, yeah.
fucking poetic. It's awesome.
and he still tries to put himself in power in that moment,
Oh yeah, that's
like
that's
psychologically.
my favorite fucking part of the show. It's just such a perfect ending to like my favorite character. It's very good. It's very well written. Kudos. That was George R.R. Martin and not the
Yeah.
shitty writers that we have now.
And then also, I feel like this was a comment I heard from an interview. I'm not sure if it's true. If it's not, then you're fine. But from what I've heard, George R.R. Martin's wife threatened to divorce him if he killed Arya or Sansa.
Yeah.
If that's the case, You don't need that bitch. Fucking divorce her.
And
Like,
I
don't
think that we
protect people because you have a family member or a friend who has a favorite character. Like if you design this character with the intention to kill them or have them meet a demise or anything like that in any way, fucking follow through with it. Don't change your story.
Mm-hmm.
To like, because if that's what it is, and it's like, oh, George R. R. Martin's changing the story to make Arya more important, because I'm assuming he's sitting in and being like, all right, hit these beats, and then my book will write it better whenever I get around to that before I die.
Oh no.
I don't think he's not giving any like go aheads or anything.
The Night King isn't even in his books.
No?
Nope. It's the Night's King, and it's not like some like weird mystical entity of like beyond the wall. It's the new whatever. It's somebody declares themselves the king of the Night's Watch, and then they marry a White Walker.
Okay.
And it's the Night's King. But it's not like he's like some like wraith or anything. He's just a dude. He's still like the king of the Night's Watch, and like Jon is like under him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's really different.
Yeah.
So is he's not Jon's like enemy? Or is he still?
That's where the book ends. That's where the series has got it. We don't know.
I haven't. That seems like such a drastic
Yeah.
like difference where like you can't even, because people are all like, oh well, I read the books so I know what happens here, and I wasn't at all surprised when Red Wedding happened because I read the book. If they're that hugely different where one of the characters is
Stop it, John.
like a White Walker like lord and the other one's just a fucking guy, I don't understand that at all. That's really, I don't know. I'd have to read the book to understand like how that works. But I do like the idea of having like a king of the White Walkers that can raise the dead and is this
Oh yeah,
thing.
he was just like some like is like another like kind of like Lovecraftian thing.
Also,
like
real
I'm
quick,
talking about.
I fucking hate that he smiles.
Yeah, that one part.
That's real dumb.
Just, I don't know.
The best, all you had to do is not do that. He showed no emotion throughout any of anything. He had that one moment where he raised his hands and it was like, check out this cool shit I can do. And then he does it
was,
again
like,
to
still
Jon
like, really
Snow,
quiet and
he doesn't.
intimidating, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
Except
and
here's the thing: we still don't know his motive. They killed him so early.
He just wants to take over the world, dude. Real simple,
What do
real
you
shitty
mean?
writing. But like,
It's fucking garbage.
I mean, that's what Cersei wants.
No,
She
Cersei's
wants
just
to
a
rule the
bitch.
the seven realms or whatever the fuck they call it. That's what Daenerys wants too. They all just want the Iron. Well, the Night King doesn't want the Iron Throne.
He just wants to kill everybody and turn him. What?
What is all
You think I'm just gonna accept that? I don't know.
I don't know. You accept Daenerys and
It's like,
Cersei
well,
all
so
just
think
want
about
him.
this. Well, except he's not Daenerys or Cersei. He's a fucking king of the dead.
Yeah, he just wants more dead guys. Wants more friends.
It's not.
The whole
I
thing
don't accept that.
is the journey of making friends, like killing alive people.
And like he doesn't. The show doesn't even. So you know when they like take the babies from Craster's Keep, they didn't even explain what they do to them. We can assume that they're just making. That's how he makes his generals.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't explain that explicitly. We just assumed that, and like it's
Yes.
probably the answer.
Yes.
But like, okay. So Mass Effect 3, or just Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
The Reapers are the fucking coolest villain to me.
Yes.
Because, like, they just-
This unstuck.
Oh no, you're a dumb boy. Look what you did.
Oh no! I think the rope's stuck under that rock.
That was careless.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Stop. But maybe
And
we
bad
can
guys.
go through there.
So what about the Reapers? The best characters.
They're just just the best villains.
I mean,
They're very just, once again, I'm gonna throw the word Lovecraftian around, just because like you don't, for like the most part, they don't explain what they're there for. They're just like,
Yeah.
you can't comprehend our existence. We're here to kill you.
yeah.
We harvest everything every 50,000 years, and that's just how it is.
So that, I like not knowing everything about something.
And then they ruin it in Mass Effect 3 with a DLC where they're like, yeah, there's this race that made these robots.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. Like if you over-explain something, you lose a lot of what the audience like interprets shit as, and then you go like, well, they're not this mysterious thing anymore because we know exactly what they are and exactly what their motivations are and exactly this.
Yeah,
But
so
you
that's
have
where
to
I
give
was-
us something.
Well, that's where I wanted to go with it, but like there wasn't like any like there was just like all right, like what I'm just trying to get at is like I'm okay with the idea of we don't know what their motive is, but like they're like the Reapers are like still like tangible. If I make I'm trying to make sense of my words. Basically, like they're still like all right, well like we've like communicated with them and like we don't know what they want, but like we could speculate. This literally, it's just like he's just a fucking dumbass. It's just like I'm doing things.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only speculation we can make on what he wants is just that he's a nothing. I want to rule the world kind of guy. You're gonna die again.
God damn it! Yeah, I was about to heal too. It's okay.
So like, and that's lazy writing. Everyone, that's the problem everyone has with like superhero movies, where they get to the villain and the villain's like, I want to rule the world. Everyone's like, that's fucking played out and stupid. Give him some actual, like, drive or whatever fucking word you say for that. Like the Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He just wants what's good for his family. He got fired from a construction job because Tony Stark came in and was like, "Yeah, this disaster was good for small businesses and construction companies to come in, contractors, and help fix everything. But I'll just do it out of my own pocket, and all these jobs are lost." Yeah, it's kind of like you can be like, it's kind of shitty for contractors to be making all this money off of this disaster. But at the same time, it's like, it's shitty for the contractors, but not the employees.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just the guy who's the manager of all these employees is like, listen, you're doing this, and like, cool, you're fucking over the big guy, but all us little guys are also getting fucked over because this is our job for the next 2-3 years while we rebuild New York City. And you just decided, I'll just come in and my robots will do it for free. You're like, dude, now what are we gonna do? And then he is like, I don't like Tony Stark because
It is over.
he threatened my family with this inadvertent thing that he didn't even think about.
Yeah.
So that's good writing for a character. If the Vulture was just like, I want to
Take
get all
over
the
New
guns
York!
so I can take over New York.
I'm gonna turn all of New York into lizards.
I'm gonna turn all New York into birds.
Yeah.
Like that'd be stupid, and everyone would go, he's got no actual motivations.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking.
And that's what it
Take
seems
over
like
the
they
world,
did
that
with the
guy.
Night King. He was just like,
Yeah.
alright, I'm just some fucking asshole who.
But then there's like that. Because they make
Like, they
comments where
said
they're like,
something-
Bran's the historian of Westeros, and they want to wipe him out.
Sure. He wants to kill the world.
But
which is exactly
that's
where we
just
just
exactly
we
where
just
we
were. Yeah.
established. He just wants to kill the world. Why? Because he wants friends. And that's really not a fault. So he's actually the hero of the.
You got me there.
Can read it.
But I don't know. And then like Cersei's cool, but you
Read
take
me
her
the
away.
visual
Like she wasn't in the past
you created up there, boy.
3 episodes. Like she's just in this last one. She was barely in the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just walked away from her and we're like, let's look at the Night King. And then we come back to her and it's like I really lost interest in her after the Night King kind of died.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just. I assumed that because like I liked what they were kind of setting up. It was like, all right, so this is about like people, like the theme that they had going on is like we'll keep on like fucking like just fucking around with our political intrigue and all this like like all this kind of bullshit, but like none of that matters. There's like
No.
bigger shit happening, which is, it's George R. R. Martin wrote that with like the world in mind. Like we're all fucking around, but we're also killing
Yeah.
the world, and it's like the heat death of the universe and whatnot. Fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, and we got to this like big moment where it was like Cersei was like, well, fuck you guys, I'm just gonna hang out on my own. And I think it would have been nice if the Night King, because they were all just held up in Winterfell.
Mhm.
it would have been really fucking cool if the Night King just passed Winterfell and they didn't even notice
Mhm.
and just directly attacked King's Landing.
Yeah.
Because he was like, she's not fucking allied with these dragons and in this defense position. She's just by herself because she rejected all the help. So I'm just gonna fucking kill her first and then circle back and get them when they aren't looking.
And then they'll be surrounded because,
Yeah.
like, I'll
But then
leave
they-
like forces in the north, and then I'll just pinch him. and
But they didn't
fucking
do
crush
anything
him.
like that.
Something
And
like that.
the
Yeah.
big villain of the show, the one that's been built up for so long, dies in one episode after killing, get this, one person in the whole series. The only person he kills is Theon Greyjoy.
And the dragon.
That's not a person. Dragons don't deserve rights.
We've noticed.
It's stupid.
Any idea where they're coming from?
I don't know. I think that you're right. I think I saw videos that were like, they're gonna Full Metal Alchemist this. I think I saw an article about it on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because as George
they
R. R.
have
Martin
to.
sitting there in my fucking $1 billion trillion dollar mansion with all the Game of Thrones thoughts sucking on my ween, I'd be like, people really don't like what you guys are doing with this, so I'm gonna do the opposite.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think that
All right.
it'll be there like it'll be like. Yeah, we're gonna have to end the episode in just a second.
Yeah, just finish your thought.
Yeah, I'll finish this thought and then we'll end. But if they're gonna go Full Metal Alchemist, it's not gonna be like they're gonna re-record the last season. They're probably gonna re-record everything. Everything, like maybe in like a couple, like 10 years.
Yeah,
or something.
because we just got that with Lord of the Rings. Amazon's redoing all of Lord of the Rings as a miniseries.
Yeah, that's true. Or, yeah, it's a TV show or something.
But I don't know what because they said they were doing something weird with it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like it's not gonna be the same. But who knows?
Who
New
knows?
Game of Thrones at this point, but also no, because I don't want to see it as a movie because it's fucking
No, I
stupid.
don't. I
It
hate
needs to be
it.
way long. So
I don't know. It's fallen. It sucks.
I don't want to watch it all over again. Don't make me look at Rob Stark die again. Hurt my feelings. It hurt when Rob Stark die.